Has everything we need to know for this week.
Yeah, and there's a lot. We've got a lot going on. A powerful storm is taking shape out west. It's going to move across the country. Let's get right into the forecast and show you. Yeah, it's quiet here tonight, but again, things are going to be turning much more active for midweek. As we look at temperatures right now, we're in the 20s and 30s. So tonight's going to be cold, but not as cold as this morning was. Your weather headlines. Beautiful evening underway. Looking ahead to tonight, as I mentioned, not quite as cold. About Wednesday and Wednesday night, very active and wet, more seasonable later this week. First alert has been issued for Wednesday, heavy rain risk. Looking at some of the forecast guidance, I'm seeing what's referred to as precipitable water. It's the theoretical amount of water in the atmosphere that if it was to all rain out, that's the amount that you could get. We're seeing values, or I'm seeing values, 350% of normal. What does that mean? When we see things like that, it raises flags for the risk of heavy rain. So we'll talk more about that in just a moment. Gusty thunderstorm, maybe isolated severe, even possible. Ice jam, that's another risk. It was low last week. It's higher this week. Total rain, it could be near a half an inch to perhaps an inch. Maybe even some isolated higher totals than that. That river flood threat, again, because of ice jamming, a moderate risk. River levels are going to rise. That exerts force on existing ice, and when that happens, the ice flow starts, and that's when you get into the risk of ice jam. Excessive rainfall risk for Wednesday, a marginal risk. It's the lowest end of that risk scale, but still there. Maybe some thunder. Little bit of instability developing late Wednesday into Thursday. That could be enough to cause what's called a low-topped thunderstorm or low-topped convection, and that can bring some of those strong winds down to the surface. But check this out. Storm Prediction Center catching that as well. Yeah, places south and west where that little bit of instability is located. Maybe an isolated severe storm because of damaging wind. How much rain theoretically in an hour could cause flash flooding? Near an inch. Again, with those extremely high precipitable water values, it's possible. Looking ahead to the future track tonight, we've got cloudy skies, some breaks. Tomorrow morning, I think we'll see clouds, some sunshine. Tomorrow evening, quiet. And then Wednesday morning, the rain moves in, and it could rain for a good portion of the day on Wednesday. Notice some yellows coming in the afternoon, some heavy downpours through dinner time, or late afternoon anyways. The risk of any thunder or severe is going to be late, I think, by around 10 or 11 o'clock, maybe even to around midnight. You see that right there? That's where that instability is building up. Could potentially see thunder that would potentially be severe based on wind gusts. That first alert on Wednesday, and then behind it, yeah, more seasonable, but other than that, no real big issues seen from Thursday on.
Well, thank you so much, Howard.